whether iron teeth, no. You know what's iron teeth or not? Tiki. They say you dare not buy but still go up, ma. I say you buy lah. Because in the year 2005, I told people don't buy stock already. People say, but still go up in the end, cry. So I should listen to you. In the crisis 2007, I also told people better get out of stock. People say, but still went up, you talk only ma. You say down, 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 go and show me lah. But the day when market came down, this guy said, I lost 300%. So don't wait until this disaster fall on you. Okay, among BRIC, who will suffer the most impact in inflation? Who? India and China, particularly these two. Okay, Brazil and Russia are still okay, to be honest. But if you ask me why India, why China, because first of all, they got the biggest population, more than 1 billion people. All right, because one government policy cannot make 1 billion people happier. You understand? That's why I got one Indian friend who came to Singapore. This guy is a professor also. He also talked very jovial. He said, you know, when India, everyone just spit on Singapore or flood. Then I said, Prof, I agree. If every Indian burger spit in Singapore, every Singaporean who go and scoop and throw into the sea will take 100 days to clear all this. He said, how you know? I said, I did calculation. So what you actually, I anyhow guess. Okay, so India. So he's not rude, we are a very good friend. He was just trying to figure out to me how big is India market. Okay. Then when I went to China, I also joked with Chinese people. I said when China people all speak, 新加坡淹水. Then they say, yeah. Okay, but it's true because of the population so big. Okay, now since you agree and laugh, right? I want you to understand what happened if now you start to invest in these two countries. They spit at us, never mind. We put 10 cents into their soil and plant, it will become $1 million. Okay, because of this, because of this big population. All right, who will suffer the most? Brazil and China, definitely. Okay, what will happen in 2011 between all these 5 major continents? I'll just give you a very quick run through. This is my own opinion. I want to give disclaimer. I may not be true, but US definitely will become worse. Hey, Master Helen, morning got tell you all US is someplace you all must siam. Have no. Okay. So the word is called siam. Then you see, some people are very funny. When I say siam, they say, hey, Thailand cannot. I said, why? You say siam, siam cannot. Oh, I said, okay. Hokkien called siam. Okay, siam that means must go away. Not the siam, no. Siam they think Thailand. Sometimes people who study too much are always a lot of. You say one thing, they think many things. Okay, so definitely the budget deficit will still increase, external debt increase. US is something we should be avoiding. All right. Later I'll show you some charts. You will understand why, because the market is very high on Dow Jones now. Okay, Europe. I think it will slow down. Europe now is really 50-50. Basically, a lot of that crisis, things are not moving well. Okay, but China has promised the Europe and said, we will continue to support and lend you money, buy your bonds. Okay, but you see the thing is, they never say how much. Maybe they say, I support you $1. I don't know. Then depends whether Europe you want to support you $1. Obedient, okay, maybe 1 billion. Not obedient, 1 RMB. I don't know. Okay, but then again, okay, this one, I don't know what Helen have told you guys, but these are all my personal opinions from my research. But I think Europe is 50-50. Okay, if nothing, no lifeline being thrown in by China, this market will fall. Because you know why? Europe is just like US. The only way to increase export, the only way to attract tourism, the only way to improve on the economic recovery is to weaken the euros. So it becomes cheap. Everybody will go Europe. All right? That's why then it will collapse. But on the other hand, if China were to lend them money and rebuild the whole economy, then of course Europe can be strong. Their economy can be reversing. So 50-50. I'm not too sure of that. But US confirm is throw bomb. Cannot keep. Middle East. Okay, Middle East, I would think very neutral. Okay, what did Helen told you about Middle East? Cannot? Cannot. Neutral. I also think, why? Because Dubai has got big debt crisis supported by Abu Dhabi. We don't know what is coming up next. There may be a lot of more hidden debts. But on the other hand, we cannot deny they have oil. But selling oil price as so high they make money doesn't mean good. Because you know why? Sometimes as oil prices go higher, the cost become high. Production also become high. Alright, so Middle East is also very ambiguous. Maybe good, maybe no good. But just like what Helen said, there are some areas probably this year will be 富贵险中求. That means you pursue your wealth through danger ground. But danger ground doesn't mean you will get the money. No, maybe halfway, the bomb, or maybe you step on that mine, that's it, gone, disappear. Then left behind a pair of boots there. Nobody, okay? So this you can avoid Siam, okay? Siam. But of course, if your business is doing well, please continue, okay? Okay, Central Asia basically means Central Asia. We mean China and India basically. Okay, China and India, I think is quite drastic. China, I think a lot of potential, but India, I would think the real growth will come in 2012, not 2011, because overheated economy. Okay, it may actually go for a correction this year. All right, if you are to enter into India market for investment, whether property, whether stocks, whatever, be prepared to hold for 2 years. If not, try to hold one first. Later, I'll show you the chart. Okay, so that's Central Asia. But Asia Pacific, like Australia and New Zealand, I would think steady but slow. Okay, steady but slow. Why I say steady? Because we cannot deny today that Aussie still pays one of the highest interest rates. That's why people all go in. That's called steady. But when I say slow, why? If you look into the chart or do some market research, Aussie currency moves in the same trend as Euro. And how many people don't know about this? Wow, no. How many people don't know about this? Okay, hands down. So today you learn one thing. That's why I said Euro, right? But if Euro becomes weak this year, Aussie will also drop. You get me? But if Euro will become steady, Aussie will remain steady. So, but I won't say Aussie is not a good investment. I would think slow and steady. Alright, it won't give you a lot of big return, but it won't kill you as well. Because the interest rate is still really high. Alright, so if you actually do a comparison, I would think Central Asia is the best. Okay, no doubt about it. Okay, let's take a look very fast, I'll run through on BRIC 4 markets. Then I want you to tell me from your experience. Okay, how many people here actually come to this talk and see my face for the first time? Hands up. Wow, really? Okay, I want to apologize, I got no souvenir for you. Actually, all happy, all hands up. Sometimes I will give one or two, but so many, cannot. Okay. All happy already. And really, sometimes one or two, I will give souvenir, but wow, so many. Okay. But what I want to tell everybody is, normally those who come and see me for the first time, okay, I'll be honest, normally they will continue to come second or third time. I don't know why. Not because I look like Andy Lau. It's because they get a lot of wealth energy from my session. Okay, so welcome back. Today is free, no? You guys lucky, no? Not paying money. Okay, you look at this Bovespa index. This chart was taken out 2 days ago. It is a day chart. You look at this, this is the pre-crisis top, which recorded at near to 74,000. 74,000. You see, during the crisis, now you look at this. Imagine during the crisis year 708, people say buy bottom sure can buy 1/3 retracement. Fibonacci say one, but Fibonacci died long time ago. You follow his teaching, you cannot angry go and take the coffin. Hey, you are sabo me. Okay, now what happened? Fibonacci said 50%. Okay, here, habis. All the way, can you see one straight line down? Because what happened in during the crisis, okay, in 07-08, number one, of course, subprime is the major trigger of the global crisis. But another very important reason that not many people pay attention is because of loose liquidity in the market. When I say loose liquidity, that means easy credit. The bank lends money too easily. That's why people lend money easily, right? They borrow money easily, what do they do? Buy property, buy cars. Okay, open nightclub. Then open nightclub made a lot of money those years. Okay, so you see when the market came down, it went down one straight line. This is the real scenario of a crash. Alright? Which means, if we are going to see this situation happen again over 1 year, over 1 year to 16 months period, 10 to 16 month period, this may actually happen to Asia again. It could be this year or next year. But I think it's this year. Okay, by my technical studies is after June when QE2 expired. But in the first half year, if US kena one solid disaster, we may even start March or April. Because all the birds are just flew halfway and drop. I'm very scared. Okay? Honestly, I'm very scared. Something, it's not one or two birds, no. It's few thousands of birds, no. Twice, right? Last week, you know, my dad, we all reading papers. Then he asked me, hey, 笑了，怎么看？我说你买股票呢？买一点呢？不要，丢掉。哦 ，throw away。怎么看？ Because you know why? When birds keep dropping, something is no good, no. Okay, when fish also overturn, something is no good. The next time you will see all the thoughts all coming from the earth. Okay, jokes aside. After the crisis, sorry. Okay, crisis stock was 34,000. You see, so short, sorry, not even 1 year. From sometime May 2008 until November, only 7 months, from 74,000 index, the market dropped to 30,000. Wow, imagine your Brazilian investors. You probably will ask, where is the tallest tower in Brazil City? I said, why you want to look for that place? I want to go and try my best to work. Okay. So after the crisis bottom at 30,000, the market started to climb up. Only this part, there are small consolidation. But it went up to the top here. Actually, there was the first market collapse. Why? Technically, it has shown weakness. Right? But after the weakness, this part, you know why market climb up again? Anybody tell me, can tell me this? Let me be very honest. Last year, this part in the Dow Jones, I was selling very heavily. But I lost $30,000 because of this very bad guy called Obama who implemented the $940 billion health tax scam. That's why I said, why this guy do this sort of nonsense? Okay. Number one, make US into more debt. Number two, Sabo me lost money. But people say, hey, you don't feel upset one, you lost so much money. I said, no, this is my usual way of trading. You know why? Because I measure everything sui, not siam, sui. That position, once turn up to the top, I cut loss in Dow Jones, I lost 30,000. But if it came down exactly as what I forecast, I could have made $250,000. So it's about risk-reward ratio. Trading, when you enter a trade, you must be prepared. This is the money that I may be losing if I'm wrong. Okay. Then the second step is, what is the risk-reward ratio when you are right? Correct? If I tell you today, you go casino, take $1 to win 10 cents, you say, siao. How about take 10 cents to win $1? You say, okay, come. Correct? Okay, now the step 3 is, okay, step 2 is risk-reward ratio. Step 3 is, how many times can you emphasize on your paid skills to find an entry point? Okay, this is my 3 steps to winning in trading. Alright? So, from this healthcare tax reform in US, hot money started to flow into the whole emerging market. The market started to come until here, 33,185. Then start to drop down here again. Okay, this neckline here, you see the bottom is 66,000, about 67,000, put it that way. Okay, now, we are now in a stage, market is fighting between the bulls and the bears. What is bull and the bear? If the market were to break this 23,185, chances is it will climb up another 5% higher when hot monies continue to come in.